Hi, everyone. Welcome to Figuring Out Your Finances, Meeting Your Family's Needs. Thank you for joining in and listening. My name is Swetha. I work in Boston Medical Center Pediatrics as a child savings account specialist. And this is
Sorry, I was muted there. My name is Dr. Marcel or Lucy Marcel. I'm one of the pediatricians at Boston Medical Center and really delighted to have you all listening in to learn about how to take control of your family's finances and save for the future.
okay. Let's get started then. The first thing I wanted to start with is what you can expect from this session. At BMC, we support you in saving for your child's future. We understand that they have so much potential and that it can be financially stressful, but we want to make sure that you reach your goals and we have resources to help you. And one of that is the main thing that we're going to be talking about is child savings accounts. And we want, even during this pandemic, that it can be overwhelming to think about finances or saving, but we want to help you take advantage of the free money that Massachusetts is offering. It's a great opportunity, and we want to help you through it. So, and it'll also give you an opportunity once the economy gets better in the future that you might be able to save and really give your children better opportunity in the future to attend college or other types of schools, for example. And this is all part of a program called Street Cred, and it's actually in Boston Medical Center Pediatrics. When you come in for any well baby visits or pediatric appointments, you might have seen signs for it. It's a nonprofit organization that helps BMC Pediatrics families have tax preparation services and financial coaching that are free. And right now, we're doing a lot of all of this virtually, and so we have those resources for you still available. And we've actually helped 3,000 families overall, and we've been able to help them claim over $6.3 million. So it's a great cause, and we're still looking to help people like you. And the specific program that we're launching now and that this session is going to be focusing on is baby steps. And Street Cred is helping launch this as part of Massachusetts' whole program of baby steps. And it's a program where Massachusetts will give you $50 when you open an account called a 529 college savings account. And this picture on the top right is actually the logo for the Baby Step Savings Program. It has some books, and it's very family friendly because it's very easy to open one, just takes about 10 minutes, and there are no fees associated with opening an account or saving money in it, and you don't lose benefits when you do save money in it. And the main goal of opening a 529 account is so that you can, whenever you're comfortable, however little or however much you want to save, will grow faster than if you were to save it in a regular account like a bank account. And it's important because we definitely want to give your children who have so much potential, we know that, to give them an opportunity to go to college or vocational school or technical school in the future. And saving just $5 a month starting now, as opposed to if you were to start if they were at age 5, makes a big difference. It'll starting now, if you save $5, you'll actually have over $2,000 by the time they're 18 years old. And that really helps you even mentally and financially to be able to give your kids that opportunity. And we're going to go over how to open one really soon.
So I will now open up a document where we can talk about some more questions that folks have about college savings accounts. So let me just switch the screen here. So I'm going to stop share.
And we'll have links to these documents that we post, and in different languages like Spanish, Portuguese, and Haitian Creole up below this website.
Sorry, I'm having a little bit of trouble pulling them up. Let's see. Is
And there actually been, as we pull them up, it'll just take a little time, but um, as we pull them up, there are actually a lot of studies that have shown how these type of accounts and education in general really helps children and families mentally, physically, in educational outcomes and health outcomes. There was a study, and this was a long running study, so they saw kids over a long term, many, many years, and they saw them in their families, and they saw that low and middle income students who saved even just $1 in their 529 accounts, the ones that we're talking about and we'll show you how to open now, we're actually 3 times more likely to enroll in college and 4 times more likely to graduate than students without accounts. So it really makes a difference. And here's it says, so we have it open and I talked to you about what the savings plan is. And what you have to do is, so you go to this website called fidelity.com/ufund, and the specific branch is UFund that the Massachusetts is providing the $50 from. And it is tax advantaged, meaning you're not going to be taxed on the money as it's growing. And even when you withdraw it, you're not going to be taxed on that money. And there are no income limits. Anyone can open one with any income that they have. And even friends and family can actually gift your child, who would be the beneficiary in this case. For example, if you have a grandparent who wants to give maybe $50 for a birthday, you can maybe ask them if they want to give it to this account so it can grow and you'd be giving it for a cause, which is education. And here it right below that, it tells you other public assistance that this program actually will not affect. Things like SNAP and housing, which are very popular, especially we know with our BMC patients, that they won't be affected if you start opening and saving money in this account. And for these other programs, there are specific income limits, but they're less likely to meet that high number, so you will be able to save for sure. And even if your child doesn't go to college below that, there are definitely opportunities and uses for this 529 account. For example, if they go to technical school or vocational school, which are other routes, not just college, but they're shorter number of years, and there are different ways to get a degree and have a higher paying job. Okay. And lastly, like I told you about how much this money can grow, really does make a difference. Just $5 a month is $2,166 to put toward college at 18. And so, and if you start it until they're 5 years old, just 5 years, you only have half of that. So we want to make you really comfortable in being able to open these accounts so that you can do that even now in just under 10 minutes. So we'll show you that next.
Okay, so I'm going to stop this share and switch over to our other document that we have to show you all about how to actually open these accounts, which will take you through it step by step. And as Sweta said, if you want to look at these documents in more detail later, we'll be sharing the link in the caption from this session, so you will be able to access these documents directly. We also will be providing information at the end around how to contact us so that you can talk to someone one-on-one and get any more questions answered, or we can even walk you through opening the account. So I'll turn it back over to you, Swita.
Okay, thank you, Lucy. This is the guide that actually we have been talking with the Massachusetts U Fund, who's actually the one providing the $50 for your accounts. And we created this guide. And this is also, again, like the FAQ document is in different languages. This will also be provided in different languages soon. Okay. And the first thing you would need just going in so that you have all your information with you is things like your name and your social security date of birth, address, and those are all listed in this checklist. And then you also need information for your child, even if they're really young, couple weeks old. Maybe you don't yet have their social security number, but you can wait a couple weeks it takes to get that, and then you can start opening the account as soon as you get it. And on the website, it'll tell you which ones are about you and which ones are about your child. So first step, and I love these big images here, and it literally looks exactly like this on the website. So go to fidelity.com/ufund, and this is the money managing company that is doing it, Fidelity, and you might have heard of them before. And you go to open an account in orange. And this is opening a 529 account. And next, you're going to be choosing an account type. So it's individual versus custodial. And 99% of people choose individual accounts. Custodials, and you can read more about it in the fine print here, is for specific bank accounts, which are very uncommon. And if you ever have any more questions about choosing these type of decisions over here, you can contact us or you can contact Fidelity, who actually have great specialists, and they're really well known to help you with these things. And next, you just put in all the information that you need. First, you need to say if you're a Fidelity customer or not. If you're not, that's totally fine. You can create an account as you're going on, putting in your email and your name, and make sure you remember that email address. And next, this is about you first. So put in all your information again, like your social security and your name and birth date. And then next we go to employment information, which it actually doesn't matter what your actual employment status is, whether you're self-employed, whether you're unemployed, it doesn't matter. They just need to have something written here, and you can fill that up next in the next box. And then these associations, if you're connected to a Fidelity-like company, this is just for Fidelity to know if there's any breaches of trust, things like that. But again, this is very uncommon, and you can read about it more in the bold print here, but most likely click no. And next, this is about your baby, and maybe you don't have their social security number yet, or you don't know their name yet. So you can actually save and exit in the bottom left, and you can come back to it using that email address. But here you add in their information, and your baby would be called the beneficiary. And you put in how they're related to you, the address, things like that. And then we can go down to, yep, click next, and then go to account settings, just following the yeses and nos, and click next. Here is just selecting email preferences. Like if you'd like to get emails from this, any updates about the account. And this is where it gets a little bit more detailed, but don't worry, we can walk you through this. And again, Fidelity, you can call this number here. It says 800-544-2776, and you can ask them about college planning, and they can help you do that over the phone. And this one is choosing between age-based strategy and custom strategy. So again, age-based strategy is the more common one, and the reason is what it does is based on the age of your child, it distributes and manages, Fidelity itself manages the money differently based on the age. For example, when they're at a young age, you're going to be wanting to invest your money more aggressively so that it grows and you can get the most out of your money, which is what the whole point of this program is. And then at the ages when they're close to 18, you want to invest in more a conservative approach, meaning you maybe want to use ones that don't grow as aggressively, and to keep your money safe so that you can actually keep that money and use it right away for college or other forms of school. And again, Fidelity will manage your money for you. You're not going in there every day and having to do this for yourself. Okay, and once you choose that, you can, within that age-based strategy, you have 3 different strategies. and Fidelity, Fidelity Index, and Blend. Here, Fidelity Funds is highlighted because, again, within age-based, most of your money is being put into Fidelity Funds automatically, and that's because it's a more diversified way of investing your money, meaning you're going to be putting your money, if you choose this, into many different um, pots so that you don't have too much in one or too little in another. So it's a good way to get everything. And then you click next and you're confirming everything. And then you agree to the terms. You can read through those in a PDF. And you're going to get an electronic confirmation to the email that you created. And then you actually just click open an account, and you're going to make sure to write down that account number. And right after that, it'll prompt you to create a username and password. And then those are the ones that you'll keep going in to open your account and manage your and check in and to see when you'll get that $50. And that $50 will actually come into your account automatically from Massachusetts in within 60 days. So you can check in anytime within that or ask us if you have any troubles accessing that or you haven't gotten the money yet. We'll give you that contact information. And you don't have to do this right away, how to fund the account, but it would be great if you got that first step. That would just make it even easier in the future if you want to save. So, how you'd like to fund it: one time transfer, meaning you connect it to your bank account and you would just put in maybe $5 one day just to see what happens and how it grows. Or if you want a recurring transfer, like every month, like we were saying, how every month if you invest $5, you'll have at least more than $2,000 by the time they're 18. Or you can just get a mail transfer form in the physical mail. And so you put in your bank account number and you are going to put that in the to, and the from will be your, in the to will be your 529 account, and the from will be your bank account number. And that's it. And once you connect your bank account, you can transfer as often as you like, as little as you like, however often you want. So it's up to you. And once you do that, you'll be able to see the money in the 529 account immediately. And if you have any questions about this, you can contact Fidelity or you can contact us, and we can walk you through any of this. In the end, there's just a list in the last page of this document, a list of the different programs that you might be in right now or you might want to start and how they affect your eligibility. And again, for most of them, they don't affect, opening a 529 account doesn't affect your eligibility. And if at all, if they do, there are specificities listed here.
This is great information, Sweta. I wanted to add just a couple of pieces in here to highlight pieces in case families have questions. So one thing you mentioned was in the beginning, the parents need to put in their information, including their social security number. If the parent is not a US citizen, there is an option stub where you can put either your employee or your tax identification number instead. So you do not have to be a citizen to take advantage of this program. And the only requirement is that your child is a resident of Massachusetts and was born starting January 1st, 2020 to get the free $50. If your child was born before that date, then you can still open this account, but the state will not be putting in $50. And to get the $50, you need to open this account before your child turns 1. The other category in which you could get this money is if you adopted a child in the first year of adoption, you also are eligible to get $50. This program is run by the Massachusetts Office of Economic Empowerment, which you see referenced here, and the Office of the Treasurer. Treasurer Goldberg started this program with the goal of helping more children, as Sweta was saying, go to college, get a higher education, get better jobs and opportunities in the future. So we highly recommend taking advantage of it. It's a really valuable program. And as Sweta was saying, it doesn't matter if you don't have money to invest in it right now. The point is to just open the account so that you get the free money from the state. And so it doesn't seem so overwhelming in the future if you do want to invest any money, even just a few dollars at a time, or if family members want to gift your child some money. And this can be a great way to do it. So I will stop sharing this, but again, this document will be available by hyperlink when we post this video as well. We're going to go back to the presentation briefly to wrap up. Let's see, so here we are back. So we've gone through the agenda and some frequently asked questions. So the last thing we wanted to leave you with, sorry about that, was our contact information. So as Sweta was saying, if you want to ask more, if you want to have a one-on-one conversation about opening up these accounts, if you're interested in our other services, tax filing or financial coaching, or if you actually want someone to walk you through opening up the account, we can do that over the phone or video. And these are the ways to get in touch with us, our email and our phone number. And we check these daily and we'll get back to you quickly. Sweta, any other final thoughts or comments?
That's it, really. We're really glad that we're able to provide these resources for our families. We really care. We see you in the clinic, and we're now doing this virtually, and it's really been nice to talk to families and help them meet their needs. As a medical student, I definitely value education, and I've seen that it's really helped a lot of my friends and other patients that I've worked with, and we want to help you take advantage of that and be able to fulfill the potential that we know that your kids have. So thank you very much for watching the video, and please feel free to contact us with as many or as few as questions as you have, anything that you'd like. Thank you.
Thank you all so much for listening. We hope to see you in the clinic soon and talk to you over the phone or video. And stay safe until then. Bye.
Bye.